Hi guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bubeo Jingere and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for clicking in. If you are a new person, you're welcome. Just make yourself comfortable. Okay, let's get on with the topic. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about God. I'm going to be asking you, I just want to ask you, like, how well do you know God, aside from the foundation you had growing up, or your parents taught you go to church, learn the Bible, go to Bible studies, go to catechism, receive holy communions. Personally, do you know God? Like, personally, can you really, if someone stops you and asks you who is God, or let's say someone who's not a believer stops you and asks you who is God, what is going to be your reply? Sometimes you tend to explain something better when you have experience. There's a difference between when you have experience and when you learn something, or when you read something from the book and you're trying to explain it to someone. When you're trying to explain to someone what to learn from the book, it's just going to be all about what the book taught you, or what you read from the book, or what the author says, or so that. But when you are learning about, when you are asked about something that you have experience about, something that you have experienced, the depth of what you're saying tends to be more understandable, and they can actually relate to what you're saying. Even you who is talking will know that you're making sense. So who is God? Like, do you know who God is? Do you have personal experiences with God? Is when you have personal experience with God, you can fully tell who God is. So let me give you an example. Most times we travel, for example, most times we travel, we tend to enter the plane not knowing, or not even finding out, or even thinking to find out, is this a, you go to the pilot, do you have experience, or how many years have you flown, or how many planes have you flown, or how long have you been flying, all those type of things. Do you actually do that when you go to a plane? No, but you don't do that. But when it comes to God, you tend to question a lot of things. You enter believing that this person knows what she's doing, or this person knows what he's doing. So who is God for you? For me personally, I have come to really, it's not just about going to church every Sunday really, but I have come to really, and I'm still knowing God. I've come to really have personal experience with him and personal encounter with him that I could actually share with you guys. There are some areas in your life where you need to be intentional. About, and that is when it comes to God. See, you have to be intentional about God. You have to be intentional. Most times we are influenced by what we consume the most. Then you get to a certain stage in your life where you really need to know who actually you are actually going to, or who you actually know you have. What do you do when you know that someone loves you? What is that feeling like? When you know that someone loves you, someone has your best interest at heart, someone is just there for you to just accept me. For me, just accept me into your life, and you see everything happening for you for good. What do you do in that part? Most times when you begin to love someone, you start to focus on him first. You start to understand what this person likes. You automatically even tend to avoid, not the person telling you, but automatically yourself, like, this person does not like this, so let me not do it. Or this person does not like this, let me not do it. This person likes this, let me get it for her, or let me get it for him. So that is it. When you love God, you just know that, oh, this man that I love has my best interest at heart. See, the feeling of loving someone and being loved in return is a great feeling. and imagine that it is God that loves you. He loves you, that he even died on the cross of Calvary for you. That is a common knowledge that we all know. But sometimes I just say, okay, it's the Bible, that is what we learn from the Bible. But do you actually believe it? Do you actually believe that that he loved me to that point? Like, he loved me and he is intentional with me. Sometimes you look around you, so many things happening and all, and you tend to see, God has been good though, but you have not been paying attention. Then imagine when you now love God and you now become intentional with him. When you speak to your best friend, the way you can call up your best friend and like you guys will gist and laugh, and if there's anything that's happening, you can call your best friend and say, see, this thing happened though, like, do you even know, have you even had latest gist? See, you should have that relationship with God. You see that kind of love, you see that kind of relationship, that is the kind of relationship that you should have with God. When you have it with God, there is this confidence that you have. When you know that you have God and you know the power that he possesses, do you know what it means? That, let me say that, you know, that when we're in school and maybe someone wrongs you in school, or a senior wrongs you in school, and you went home and cried to your mom, and your mom decided, I'm going to school today to go and see that person. That confidence that you're working as your father or your mother, the parents are working behind you and you're working to them, show your mother, see that senior that did that to me. That confidence, see, you should ooze that confidence. That's the confidence that you have when you have God in your closet, when you love him. When you love him, when you love someone, with time you begin to trust the person. You just start like, I don't know how this is going to be, but I've just left it in the hand of God and he will take care of it. And best believe that that's what will happen. When you love God, when you know that you have God in your heart, when you know that you have God in your closet, you're sleeping, you're saying, God, see what happened today, like this thing. You're even talking to him like he's your father. You're talking to him like he's your friend. You're talking to him like, this guy has my best interest. That kind of feeling, you need to have that kind of feeling. You need to be close to God to experience that kind of feeling with him. You need to be close to God to experience what it means, what it actually means to be loved. Like, this is someone that is perfect. This is someone that is perfect. Nobody is perfect, but imagine that you love someone that is actually perfect, someone that loves you. I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what you're dragging about, but you need to just dust your mic. I don't know what to say. Just dust your mic and begin to talk to God. When you begin to talk to God, even when sometimes you might not feel, sometimes you might not feel like, I don't feel like praying, so I feel certain way. When you actually get past that feeling, don't even listen to that feeling. Get past that feeling and actually pray. See, that feeling that you have after you pray. See, that feeling that you have after you pray is like this excitement. See, when money enters your account, how is the excitement? How is it? When money enters, you just like stay like this now. Just someone just sends you money like that. You're excited, Abby. That is not even up to that amount when you know that you have God in your closet, when you know that you have that right hand man that is with you, like you know that you're working, you have your father that is working with you, behind you, beside you, around you. You are surrounded and you're working with confidence and like, yes, like, see, do you know who I have? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? You need God. You need to know God for yourself. That is one of the reasons why you need to love him you need to love him. Most times, don't even start thinking about, oh, I'm not holy, or I'm not I can't do all these church chains. Or see, know God for yourself and know what works for you. Have your relationship with God. Don't even look around with about, oh, okay, this is the norm. that know about those going to church or those things. But see, forget about it. Just know him for you. Know him for you. That feeling that you know someone, and someone actually stands for you, and he is. See, another reason that I also have to give you is someone that, imagine that you have someone that can do anything for you. He said, ask whatever you ask in my name. See, this video, I was dragging it for too long, but I really need to tell you that you need to make that move. You need to just know God beyond what you are hearing, beyond what you need to know God for yourself. You need to know and see that this God is good. You need to be like, how have I been missing this? Like, how? Most times there are some things that you don't even know how to go about. There are some things that you don't even know how to go about, but you just know that there's this rest that you have, knowing that you have that big man up there, that he's just taking care of it. You've done your part, and you just say, God, I've done my part. This remaining part is for you. And you just go to sleep. Leave it for him. Just imagine that you just imagine that he can do all things. There's somebody that he can do anything that you ask him. Anything that you ask him, he can actually do it, and you are dulling on that. See, after giving you this gist, I expect you to go back and begin to know him for yourself. Begin to experience him for yourself. Begin to experience him and experience his glory. When you know God, and you know that you have him, and you actually believe that you have him, and you trust him, there are some things that you just cannot be bothered about. You cannot just be bothered about them. You just be like, I have God, and there's nothing that can happen. But even if you're sleeping, you're talking to him, it's not just about maybe you're praying for 1 hour or something. It becomes a way of life for you. It becomes your daily way of living. The way you can call your friend and you guys can gist there. Yeah, I can call my friends and we can gist for like hours, and you don't even get tired. That is the way you should start building up your relationship with God. Start small, even if you don't know how to go about it. Just start small, to like chip in those words. With time, you even start to that this is actually working, and with time you get better at it, beyond the usual perception of who a Christian is. You need to actually know the man for yourself. When you know someone for yourself, there are some things that someone outside tells you, like, that one is not true. Like, I know this man, I know that he cannot do it. Like, I know that this is a level of relationship that I need you to have with God. I need to have that level of relationship that boosts your confidence in him. That even if you're walking in fear, you just like, God, take control, and you forget about it. And you forget about it. Just do it. Try it. I've had personal experiences where so many things have happened, and I have really said that God has been so good, and I'm so happy that I'm beginning to know him. When you love someone, when you begin to know someone, and you actually know that this person, see I'm telling you to love who is perfect. Nobody is. He's perfect. He can do anything that you ask in his name. Anything that he asks in his name, he can do it. He has the power to bless you. He has you have that someone that his arms are wide open for you to come in, and you are dulling. No, go back and know him for yourself. Go back and actually know him for yourself. You have this satisfaction knowing that I know God, I love God, and he is with me. Know God for yourself. when you know that someone is with you, you know that he is with me, you focus on him, you will see things begin to turn around for you. You to actually experience him for yourself. You cannot just be living and you don't have God. What are you now doing? You need to see, you need to center your life around God. You need to center your life around him, and everything that you do, you would see. When you see, today is what date? Today is 10th. Yeah, today is 10th of July. Maybe as you're watching this video, go back and check, and then begin to make that conscious effort. Give it just a little bit of time. You don't even need too much time. Just a little. It could even be one day, it could even be a week, but just give it time and be intentional about it, and you will see that what have I been doing with my whole life since? When you know that you have someone, see, if you are living now, you think that you're balling and you don't have God, anything that you're doing is meaningless. Anything that you're doing is you're wasting your time. To be honest, you're wasting your time, because what are you doing? Like, I don't know, what are you doing? So I need you to go back and begin to find out that person that his arms, he said, come to me, all you who are weary, overburdened, and I will give you rest. So if someone promise you money like this, won't you be running around chasing the person to you see, you promised me money, remember you promised me money? Or there are some ways that you be chipping it in, even if you're not asking, you promised me money. There are some ways that you be chipping it in, like see, uncle, I'm calling check up on you. How are you doing today? Uncle, he doesn't know you're asking for that. You're indirectly asking him to remember that he promised you money. Those kind of things, you know that effort that you're putting into, like, remember that you promised that you said that you give me money. Yeah, uncle, remember, uncle, how are you? I said let me check up on you. You say lie. You want to know if you want to use that, remind him that he promised you money, and then someone actually promised you, and he is willing. He's the one that doesn't break any promise. That's the one, he keeps all promises. He breaks all protocols. He can lift anybody, literally anybody, and you are dwelling on that person. You need to go back and find out and know God for yourself. I don't know if I've scolded you, but I think I need to scold you. You need to go back and love God. You need to go back and focus. Most times we tend to put our focus on some things that it might not even be yielding fruits, and you're always putting in your all and putting in your all, and it's not even yielding that fruit for you. Try and even put in as little, as much effort as you're even putting, and you will see put in that, even if it's a little of that effort, just try and put it in that, try and put it in with God, and you will see that everything begins to turn around for your good. And I am saying this thing confidently, and I'm telling you that if you go back and actually know him, you begin to live like Christ. You begin to live a life that pleases him. Automatically, it doesn't even feel like a burden to you again. It feels like a lifestyle. Automatically, it doesn't even feel like Christian, I cannot be doing I cannot be doing this. It's hard. How will I be living like a Christian? It's hard or something. See, when you know him and you know him for yourself, it becomes a lifestyle for you. It's not even something that someone is even forcing you to go and do again. It comes so easy to you. It comes so natural to you. It begins to come. You begin to even enjoy it. You begin to yield to be in his presence. You begin to yield to know him, and to know him more, and to love him more. So that is what I have to say for this video. And I have to tell you that if you watch this video, I want to say thank you for watching. And I really hope that this video is as helpful to you as it has been for me. And I want you to actually experience God for yourself and testify of his glories, and you will see wonders happening. So that is it for this video, guys. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.